Alright, new week, a new video. Total switch up for this one. I think it's explanation time. What am I out here doing? What is this channel? Why does this white boy just keep running around repeating commitment? Why not something else? Why not perseverance? Endurance, dedication, why commitment? Did I get it tattooed just for these channels? Imagine, would have been crazy, an insane amount of commitment. But actually no. This tattoo got done right above my very first tattoo that I got done 12 years ago. And through this I can explain my history with the term and why I find it so important. Alright, so tattoo showcase time. So if you see, it's the king of a playing card, and in his hands he's holding a BMX handlebar. My first tattoo that I ever got done 12 years back, and I did it to honor my relation with BMX. I've been riding since a little young boy, and it's a sport where you do a lot of things that are scary to you. You make a decision, I want to try this trick on this place, and maybe it's a trick itself that scares you. Many times your brain doesn't want to jump off a set of stairs. It's screaming at you, Emric, please don't do a backflip on a tiny bike. Maybe it's the place, maybe it's both. And you then have to, through that decision, make a commitment to taking action and then do the things that scare you. As a young boy, I would take this battle with my own brain so far that I would start imagining family members kidnapped, and if I don't commit on this next try, bad things would happen to them. Just to try to force myself to follow through on decisions that I had put out myself. Then it was specifically for the bike. But that commitment I have now taken outside of the bike, and I've also learned to internalize it as a positive thing. Let's now also take a moment to conceptualize this. So for this I have my trusty reading glasses for the plus in intelligence points, white marker, and my little whiteboard. I already prepared them. So here we have decision leading into action. And where does commitment fall into this? Well, commitment falls in the vacuum right in between decision and action. It's the driving force, driving a decision into becoming an actual real thing, you taking action. Here, just in your head, you're thinking what you want to do, but through then committing to something that you want to do, you are driving that decision into something real, like action. But let's not stop there. Let's take this a step forward. Some people would argue that actions is still within your control, your last line of control. You're in control of what you do. But I would actually argue that actions interlap with reality. And through these interactions of action and reality, I would argue that you're not actually fully in control of your actions. Because you can't always control what happens. You might decide, I'm gonna walk up to that pretty girl at the bar. I'm gonna flirt with her. You do your thing, you walk up to her, and as you're standing in front of her, your brain just draws a blank. You can't think of what to say. You can't even say your name, let alone flirt. So that action, even though you decided on it, you committed on it, your brain does not want to work with you in the moment. It's interacting with the reality of standing there. Maybe you're super tired, whatever. And you then just were in control of deciding that I'm gonna commit to walking up to her, but after that, we might not end up with the action that we want. Or I'm on the bike, and I'm rolling up to something, and I'm fully committed on doing this, and I start the process. I start jumping, and in the air, reptilian brain just kicks in and says, no, Emmerich, please, ejectocito, cuz we're trying to get out of here. And I just try to let go of my bike, and action didn't turn into what I had imagined, but I've committed though. Commitment is the last line of my realm of control. And therefore, that's the thing where I put my focus. And therefore, I'm Emmerich commits. We are out here committing every single day. And I love y'all.